Hey friends, so today I'm going to share some summer plans that we have. We are not year-round homeschoolers. We do follow a traditional school year schedule and we really enjoy having a nice long summer break. But with that said, every summer looks a little bit different. Some summers we have gotten an early start on our curriculum for next year, just a few pages here or there of a worksheet. Some days we have done absolutely nothing at all. And then other years we have done little summer workbooks. So this summer is gonna look sort of similar to that, but yet a little bit different. So first I'm gonna share kind of what we're doing all together as a group, and then kind of individually what I have plans for my daughters. My daughters will be going into 6th grade, 4th grade, and 2nd grade next coming school year. So first we're going to talk about reading. I know most of us want our children to, even if we don't really do school through the summertime, we still want to encourage our children to read. And so I got this from Megan from Pennies and Salt. She shared this. It is a summer reading bingo. My daughters have already started on it. I'm going to use this to kind of expand their horizons and their repertoire. I don't know about your children, but every time we go to the library, my girls gravitate towards the same exact genre of book, which I'm of course happy that they're reading, but it's great to have a little bit of a variety when you're reading, I think personally. So this is going to kind of encourage that without it's me saying like, hey, why don't you try this book? Because then it's like when I recommend it, no, that's not a good idea. But when they have something to look forward to, like finishing a bingo or something like that, that's a challenge, it kind of automatically does that for us. So I will leave this down below if you're interested. It's just a summer bingo. Some of the categories are read a true story, read a biography, read a book that inspired a movie, read a fairy tale, something set in the summer. And so along with that, if you are trying to kind of like looking for a little bit of inspiration, or you just really aren't sure what to choose from, there's 2 options for each category, and they give you just recommendations. So in addition to that, we are participating in our local library summer reading program. It's not going to be adding extra reading on top of this. It's just logging and tracking how much you're reading per day. They want you to read like a certain amount per day. And then at the end of the summer, if you've met the requirements, then you can get, I think it's a free book or something like that. So that part is very laid back. So I think this will be fun to do. I offered my children a reward incentive. I was like, what do you guys want to do at the end if you kind of as a treat for completing this? I'm thinking in my mind, like, let's go to a place and get ice cream or something like that. Someone said Disney World. So I was like, we need to probably lower our expectations just a smidge. We're not doing Disney World because you read some books this summer. But then when I mentioned ice cream, they were happy with that too. So thankfully they were a little bit easy to please. We will be doing, I read aloud every day, and I'm going to be doing, it's not going to be a formal Bible curriculum, but I'm going to be reading The Case for Christ for kids. So I'm going to read that kind of in the morning to kind of set their little school time apart. It's going to be like maybe an hour of school time that they have, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. I'll read about a chapter of that and just to give us some discussion. And then we're also going to be listening to The Secret of the Hidden Scrolls, and that we'll just do on audio kind of as we're driving around town, running errands. We're already on the 2nd book. It's a series of these children who are put back in biblical times, and they're there for the events that occur, like the creation and the ark and things like that. And so they're really enjoying that. Those are the 2 main things that we'll be doing as far as Bible and reading all together. They are going to be working on their math skills. Thankfully, in the past years, they've never really had that summer slide of math where I know a lot of people are concerned with if over the summer their kids lose a lot of their skills, their grammar skills and math skills and things like that. We've never really run into that, thankfully. However, there are things that I've noticed this year that could be a potential for that. So they are going to continue over the summer. My older 2 are going to be doing teaching textbooks. My oldest one is doing level 6. She'll probably finish level 6 by the end of the summer, beginning of the school year, and go into level 7. And then my middle one, she's doing level 4. My younger one, she's finishing up The Good and the Beautiful level 1. And then if we get into level 2, we start that early, or maybe I'll just give her some extra worksheets to work on. Just so we're doing some sort of math practice on a daily basis. And then they're going to be doing their languages. Well, I say that very loosely. My oldest one, Larissa, she does Duolingo, and she's actually been doing it very consistently the past several years, and she's already on a streak, and like a 200-day streak or something like that. I don't want to say she takes it seriously and the other ones don't, because they're serious, I guess, but she has come a long way. The other two, they're each on their like third language right now. It's the language of the week. I can't even keep up. Like, what language are we learning now, you guys? They've learned Hawaiian and Mandarin and French and Greek and Irish. I'm like, how is Irish a language? And then they're going to be, my oldest is going to be practicing her piano skills. She had taken lessons about a year ago, and then we had stopped. So she's going to try to practice a little bit, and then in the fall she's going to start back up again with official formal piano lessons. And then I don't know about you, but my children have told me like 100 times in the first week that how bored they were. So I went through and made like a summer routine, summer schedule, just so our days aren't so open-ended and we kind of have some structure to the day, because my girls, not so much my youngest one, she's pretty go with the flow, but me and my older two, we just kind of need a more routine and structure, and not just our days to be completely open-ended. And so I did a schedule, and then I also did a cleaning schedule as well, to just kind of help keep on top of things that we're going to try to work on over the summer as well, so that way when we get into the school year, it's going to be a little bit more flowy. So that's going to wrap up our summer plans, and we keep it pretty light and simple. We do have a form of structure and routine and a little bit of work here and there, but for the most part, it's just enjoying summer, enjoying the weather, and enjoying being kids. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.